Ms. Wilcox, why are we in court today?
Hi, Judge.
Hi.
We are in court here today because I am suing the defendant for personal injury due to him crashing into me with his bicycle. I am suing for medical coverage being $1,586.67.
Indeed. Now, were you in a car as well, or were you walking? Are you on a bike?
I was walking, Your Honor.
Oh, wow. So you were a pedestrian. This gentleman's on a bicycle. He crashes into you.
Yes.
Now, why is he responsible for your medical damages, ma'am?
I believe he wasn't exerting the proper safety protocols while being a motorist on the road, and that's what caused him to hit me.
You jaywalked.
Okay, hold on, sir. We are going to get to you, but we're not going to do it that way. Okay, ma'am. So tell me a little bit about how you got to collide with this gentleman in the first place. You get up, you're taking a walk. What happens?
So I work at an advertising company out in downtown LA.
Okay.
And I was supposed to have a meeting that day at 6, and I got called saying it got pushed an hour earlier, so now it's at 5, and I take public transportation, so I don't have a car at the moment, so I really had to rush. And my bus, sometimes it'll come late, sometimes it comes early, so I was like, I really need to be at my bus stop so I can make this bus because I have to go to this meeting.
Sure.
And so how the street was, and I actually have a picture of the
photos?
street.
Okay, yes. Please give that to my bailiff, ma'am. Thank you. You can give him
Oh, yeah, of course.
all of your evidence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I would want to visualize this, yes. Okay, so I'm looking here at this crosswalk. Continue.
So I'm on the far right of the street where the blue car is. I'm
Yes.
crossing from that street. I'm trying to cross to the other side because over here is where the bus stop is.
Got it.
Excuse me, is it just me or is that a one-way street? Let's take a look. Yeah, that's a one-way street. So if anything, you would know that traffic is coming from the right side. So why aren't you paying more attention to oncoming traffic?
So before that, I was making my way to the middle divider. I looked both ways. There was no oncoming traffic. I didn't see anybody
So
coming.
you exercise due caution.
Yes.
Okay, you get to where the little lady is.
Yes, I get
Okay.
to where the middle divider of this street is.
Yes.
And then again, I look again. It's not shown in this picture, but there were a couple cars parked there. And so I had to safely look in between the cars just to see if there's anybody coming. I looked to my right, looked to my left, saw nobody, so I started walking, and then all of a sudden I felt a pain in the side, the right side of my body. I was on the ground. I look up, I see Mr. Balkus standing above me with his bicycle, and it just hit me that, okay, I just got hit by a bike.
So you didn't even see him coming.
I did not see him coming at all.
Wow, amazing. Now I also see I've got, oh my gosh, some injuries here.
Yes.
This looks like some very severe bruising. What is this, your leg and arm?
This is the right side of my leg.
Oh, that's both of that's your leg. Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Wow, it's so pretty.
That is nasty. Okay, and I'm also seeing the medical coverage here. Got an ER visit, x-ray, of course, physical exam. We see some narcotics, all tuning to $1,558.75. So I assume that there was no insurance coverage, ma'am?
No, I went to the emergency room and it was far from out of my network.
Okay, so there's no coverage. Okay, and then I'm also seeing this is your parking?
This is a ride share. Because what happened was I was able to make it to my meeting
Okay.
after the incident. So I was talking to Mr. Balkus. We did exchange information as we were waiting for the cops to come.
So you two did exchange information?
Yes, we
I
did
offered
exchange.
my number.
Okay. All right, let me go ahead and get to you, young man, since you want to talk so much. Okay. Let's get to, when did you see this young lady was actually walking as a pedestrian crossing the street?
I saw her upon impact.
So you did not see her at all?
I did not see her at all because she was in between two vehicles and she just darted out in front, like ran right in front of me.
And she's shaking her head no. One could ask, Madam Plaintiff here, what about the crosswalk? Why not cross in the crosswalk?
Like I said earlier, the crosswalks are pretty far in this area. That's why a lot of people, not just myself, a lot of people, we just tend to cross the street when we had to get to places because one crosswalk is about a quarter of a mile away. That can take about 5 to 8 minutes for the average human just to walk that way and then cross the street and walk the same direction. And the other one was about half a mile away, which again takes about 8 to 10 minutes for the average human just to walk. And I had to get to the exact opposite, so that would have been an extra about 20 minutes for me just to get to the bus stop that was right across from my street.
Okay, but you do realize, ma'am, in saying all of this, you are admitting to jaywalking?
Yes.
Because that is what jaywalking is,
Yes.
when you cross outside the crosswalk.
Girl decided to play Frogger in real life.
Okay, sir. So she is conceding that point, but there is still some level of expectation for you as being on this bicycle to look both ways and make sure that there, because there are going to be people. This is LA.
Yeah.
We know that people
Yeah.
do jaywalk as much as they should not. Let's be clear, but they do it, and we don't want people just getting hurt, right?
Yeah. This is a one-time occurrence. I do deliveries on that bike for work, and I've never had an incident like this. And
Were
that's
you doing a delivery at this time? This is a food delivery?
This was me on the way home from doing deliveries for 5 hours. So
Oh,
I
wow.
was also exhausted, so there's no way I was speeding on this bike either because I was doing deliveries on this bike for the past 5 hours.
That's possible. It's also possible that you were speeding because you were so tired and ready to get home.
I was out of breath.
Okay.
I have asthma.
So you're saying that you were at a slow pace. And has anything like this ever happened to you, sir? Have
Never,
you ever hit
ever.
anybody in your life?
Never, not even off the clock on my bike.
Okay. So you're contending that this woman came out of nowhere, you didn't see her, and that there was absolutely nothing you could do.
Absolutely nothing. I had no time to react.
So you were concerned. You both agreed to call the police, but you leave, ma'am, before the cops can come. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so you took it upon yourself to offer her your phone number.
Yeah, because she said she had to go to a meeting, and I was like, just to make sure you're okay, because I don't know, this all happened so fast, and we only
Yeah.
had like 10 minutes there. So
Okay.
I was just like, here's my phone number. Let me know if anything.
Okay.
And, I
And
didn't
did
expect
you
a
hear
phone.
from her?
I did a week later.
What did she say?
She said she went to the hospital and then that she had deep muscle contusions and that she wanted me to be responsible for the medical payment.
And did you take her at her word? Did you believe that she was seriously hurt?
I wasn't sure because it was a week after the fact. I felt like that was pretty long after for her to just randomly call me. Like,
Would that have made a
bruises from
difference,
this-
sir? Mr. Balkers, would it have made a difference if she had called you 24 hours later?
Yeah, because then I could have like been for sure like, yeah, those bruises were from me, but who knows? Like that could have been something else. Like, is there any proof that those pictures are from me from that day? Is there dates on those pictures?
Okay, so now we're playing investigator. Okay.
I mean, that is a good point. But here's the thing, even if the bruises are from him, I don't think this is his fault. She jumped into oncoming traffic without actually looking towards oncoming traffic.
Before I make my ruling, sir, she's asking you to pay $1,586. So that is both her expenses from the medical and also her ride share to get to the hospital. Your final argument as to why you shouldn't pay a dime.
Because according to I have evidence here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay, well,
yeah.
that's a good time to bring it up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give that to my bailiff,
Actually,
sir.
have the
Thank
entire
you.
folder, please. Thank you.
The top one.
He says the top.
Top, okay. Yes, sir.
So according to the Comparative Negligence Act in
Oh,
California,
he's an investigator and a lawyer. Okay, this is amazing. Go ahead, sir.
if a pedestrian is crossing in between two vehicles that are parked, they may be at fault for any injuries sustained whenever they get hit. Because
I think I might have seen something like
Yeah, I
this
highlighted
in law
it too, yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said I highlighted it, the part
Oh,
two.
I see where you've highlighted it, sir. Yeah, so you paralegal, legal assistant, okay. But for the court's consideration, he does point out that, for example, if a jaywalker darts out between two parked vehicles without looking before a driver has a chance to react, a jury may decide that the jaywalker is liable for the incident. That's what he wants the court to be aware of.
And
Yes,
She
sir.
already said too that she didn't see me until the impact happened.
I heard her say, sir, yeah, I understand. I can read, I can hear, and I got all of that from the plaintiff. Thank you, sir. Ma'am, any final last words before I make my ruling?
I understand that as a jaywalker, I was committing like a fracture.
Infraction, yes.
Yes, an infraction. And I do admit that, and I do accept partial responsibility for the incident, but that doesn't mean like I'm responsible for the entirety. I'm the one who got hit, I'm the one who got injured, I'm the one who had to go to the emergency room.
Yeah.
Yeah, based off of the fact that you're the one that broke the law and you're the one that darted out into oncoming traffic.
Okay, listen, the court's heard enough here, and I'm prepared to rule. Here is the thing. You have accepted some responsibility, Ms. Wilcox, and I'm glad to hear it, because you were in the wrong, as you say. You know, at the onset, the minute that you failed to cross in a designated crosswalk in the state of California, you have committed a traffic infraction known as jaywalking. You own that. Good. The problem here is that thus your injuries were at least proximately caused by your failure to adhere to the traffic laws of this state. Now, let's bring in this gentleman. He's on a bicycle. The court was able to see pretty clearly what the dilemma was with you two, and the court could see how neither of you saw one another. And the issue here is you mentioned something about a bike lane, and let's say we manipulate these circumstances. Let's say there was a bike lane, and let's say that this gentleman was riding his bike outside of that bike lane, then you would be correct. Then that would be what we would say is a contributory negligence situation, where you're in the wrong for jaywalking and he's in the wrong for being outside of his bike lane. But the court doesn't see evidence of that, ma'am. So far, the court has to say, but for some other offering of proof that you have not provided today, this man was doing everything according to the letter of California traffic law. He was riding his bike. We can't say at an unreasonable pace. He didn't see you until impact. I don't think he was operating in bad faith, because if he was, I don't think he would have given you his phone number to ever contact him again. And so therefore, I hate these injuries. I hate that you suffered. I hate that you barely made it to your work meeting and all of this. But these are all the consequences, ma'am, of your choice, of your unfortunate choice to step outside of the traffic regulations of this state. Thus, the court must find in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed. That's my ruling.
All rise.
Yeah, I completely agree with that judgment. She was crossing not only outside of the crosswalk, but also on a one-way street where she could know where all the oncoming traffic is coming from. She still neglected to look over to where oncoming traffic was coming from. So this is totally her fault, and I'm glad it wasn't worse. What do you guys think about the judgment? Do you think it was too much, too little, or just right? I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know. Love ya. Wow, it's so pretty.